Well, when you're dealing with a background like this, we got some snow. Doesn't it seem appropriate that we talk about overwintering things? And of course, the thing I want to talk about today can be a bit controversial, but I'm doing it for the ratings. No, it's the subject of overwintered queens. Do they give any benefit? We'll hash it out a little bit right after this. Okay, so here's a topic that can be controversial, but so be it. No pun intended, obviously. Here's the issue that I have had, and the concern that I, as a beekeeper for over 22, 23 years, have had. And that is that it's typical marketing in the sense that you have these emotionally charged words like organic honey. And I'm talking obviously beekeeping related industry. This cat loves to talk. The other one is overwintered queens or treatment-free bees, or there's all these catchphrases that people use. Here's my concern, and you do with this as you want, but when it comes to overwintered queens, you'll oftentimes see people selling them for a premium. If you're wanting to use those queens to further your own genetics, and in the sense of you take this queen that's overwintered, obviously, going over a winter successfully is a key vetting process. So no issue with that. So if you're buying a queen that's been overwintered to use as breeding stock in your own operation, makes total sense. What doesn't make sense to me is when places are selling overwintered queens at a premium, especially if the queen has already gone through a full production year. Let me clarify that a little bit further. So if you're buying an overwintered queen, say this coming spring, 2022, and she was born in August of 2021, started laying August, September, kind of the tail end of the previous year, overwinters. She's going to be gearing up to have her best year yet. If she survives the winter, 2022 will be the best winter, or the best year that she has in production. That makes total sense. But there's some operations that'll sell you an overwintered queen as some fancy vetted queen, when what they've already done is they've used that queen through a full production year. In other words, that queen might have been born last spring. They used it all through the summer, fall, overwintered it. Now they're selling it to you as a premium overwintered stock, which doesn't make sense. Between viral issues, neonicotide, herbicide-based chemicals, we have definitely seen a drastic decrease in queen longevity. That, along with other factors, mating factors, how was the weather when they were mating this last year, or this we're still in it, 2021. This last spring, there was widespread queen failures across the industry because of what appears to be some weather stressors that hit a lot of the breeders in the California area. It just was a kind of an industry-wide thing. And so there's other factors, but the biggest thing that I want you to take away from this video is just be really, really careful about these terms that people, treatment-free beekeeping. I have yet to come across a person who is consistently maintaining a good health in their colonies that is treatment-free. It's funny to me, actually, how many treatment-free on paper beekeepers I've talked to that model themselves, market themselves as that, that have confided in me that they have certain treatment regimens that they do, but because they fall within this realm of they only treat between this time and this time, more or less their bees are treatment free and they market it as. So anyways, just be careful about these terms. Always don't hesitate to ask questions. You know, it's kind of the typical thing, and this is just sort of a age-old wisdom that can be applied in anything, and that is so oftentimes we're self-conscious, especially if you're new to beekeeping. You're new to anything. I mean, this is a principle across life, but you say with beekeeping, if you're new in beekeeping, you don't want to come across sounding stupid or ignorant or whatever, and so you avoid asking questions or clarifications. But I just encourage you, ask lots and lots of questions. Some people who sell bees, sell queens, whatever, may get frustrated with you. That's their issue. If they're in business, supposedly what they're supposed to be doing is serving you and creating value for you and communicating very clearly how they produce the product and or service that they provide. So anyways, that's kind of our take. I know in our personal operation we try to keep all of our queen stock at least a year or younger. Just that's and that is on a commercial side, that is a pretty well globally, or not globally, anyway, that's a well-received, well-practiced principle, because your queen, like I said, best thing to do is either you have a spring queen, she's going to have her best year throughout the summer, and then you requeen her the following spring, or if you're requeening late summer, fall, she can obviously go through winter, spring, summer, and then requeen her again. We always try to keep all of our queens on a 1-year cycle. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Hope you had a great Christmas. Happy New Year, and we'll catch you a little later. Bye-bye.